Hey everyone, welcome to the Crime Hour. I'm going to do a crime reading. We're going to see what needs to be exposed today. Remember, it can be past, present, future. You know best where it fits in the story for you, okay? Parts may resonate, others may not. So let's see, guys. Archangel Metatron, Archangel Gabriel. What crime do you want to expose today? What else do we need to know? I feel like there's more to the current situation here. What else do you need exposed? What's going on right now with the collective here? Three of Swords reverse. This has Judgment, the Moon, and the Wheel of Fortune on this side. So it has to do... This has to do with somebody healing a relationship, okay? Something about healing a relationship, Judgment, and the Page of Swords, some sort of information about somebody wanting to heal a relationship. Yeah, and it kind of touched into that in the collective reading I just did as well. Like someone coming forward to say that they want to heal a relationship, or they're working on a relationship or something like that. Tell me more about the Three of Swords in reverse, please. In the past, the Ace of Swords in the... Yeah, so this has to do with lies told in the past regarding somebody coming forward saying they're healing a relationship, wanting to work on a relationship. Okay. Lies. Seven of Swords, lies. A liar. A scam artist, a thief, trying to get away with what they've done and trying to use love and a relationship to cover it up. Weak. What's the Lovers? The Eight of Pentacles. So either this is a plan with a relationship, or this has something to do with work. Okay. The Seven of Wands, somebody trying to defend themselves. The Hermit, somebody trying to defend their secret identity, okay? A stolen identity. This is really giving me, again, this catfish, fake profile, scam business. Someone trying to defend themselves and what they've done, okay? What's Judgment? The World. Yeah, so it could be something online. The Four of Wands. This has something to do with a home, stability, an Emperor in the reverse, and the Chariot. This has to do with an Emperor in the reverse. This is a immature, could be a mature man, very abusive, controlling, power hungry, ruthless, aggressive, cruel. Okay. This has to do with some sort of judgment call. What's the Page of Swords? The Two of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles. This is a plan to move forward here. A strategy to move forward. A decision that was made due to some sort of a fight, some sort of an argument, competition, some sort of messages or some sort of information. The Two of Wands. So with Judgment being here, the Two of Wands, it really feels like somebody made a decision. Somebody made a decision based on a lie that was told them about a profile, about someone's work, catfishing, somebody lying, okay? Yeah, tell me more about someone lying here in the past. The Four of Pentacles and Death. Somebody lied about death, about something ending. What is death? I don't know. Here's the truth, okay? The truth about a death, coffin. This is the truth about an ending, the truth about a coffin, the truth about death. Someone lying. What are they lying about? Three of Swords in reverse. Lying about a breakup and a separation. Lying about a breakup and a separation and wanting to heal from some sort of a breakup. A separation. Lying about a separation. So, let me get this straight. So somebody in the past lied about being separated because it was helping them get away with a crime. So up until the point where they were doing all this shit, they didn't care about being separated. But then in order to help get away with what they had done, they found it convenient to lie about a breakup and claim that they were getting back together with someone because it was going to help their alibi or what? It was going to help make them look innocent. Yeah, that's what this is. I'm pretty sure. Tell me more about them lying. Mature woman in reverse. So a mature woman in reverse in the past is a liar because it's convenient for them. Lying about a relationship. Lying about two people being together. Lying about two people being in a relationship or healing or deciding to come back together with each other after a breakup and a separation, right? What's death? House in reverse. Because of somebody moving out of the house, or they lied about when somebody moved out of a house, or they lied and said that somebody didn't live with them, or they lied about someone not being at the house, not living at the house, when someone moved out, what the date was, when someone moved out. They could have lied about all of that stuff. Yeah, okay, what's the Lovers? Thoughts in reverse. Someone was not thinking clearly here, okay? Tell me more about this mature woman here lying about a relationship. Ace of Cups, Queen of Swords, King of Swords, Four of Swords. Queen of Swords, King of Swords, Ace of Cups. So somebody lied about a new beginning in love or somebody having a relationship. Yeah, okay. What's the Lovers? Addiction, codependent, obsessive, possessive, controlling, a karmic relationship. Fleeting triggers, turmoil, resentment, lessons. So someone here felt like they could defend what they have done by claiming that someone has an addiction or using some sort of triggers in a relationship or some sort of resentment, turmoil, some sort of conflict in a relationship when it comes to some sort of addictive behavior. Or they try to say that there was resentment and triggers in the relationship because someone was obsessive, possessive, and controlling. Or that you were obsessed with their relationship, or that you were triggered because of their relationship, or something like that. That you're obsessed with them. What's the Eight of Pentacles? Yeah, this was the plan. They had to create this and craft this and try and perfect this because in reality, you're not jealous at all, okay? You're not insecure. You're not jealous. Or it was the plan to make this person that's a liar, that's trying to get away with what they've done, make them look like they're not the jealous one. Because, you know, if they're out here committing crimes against you and then trying to get away with it, kind of makes them look jealous. So it's like them trying to Darvo you, right? Okay, what's the Seven of Wands? The Grim Reaper. The relationship is over. No second chances. What is this? A main male. So a main male comes forward and claims that they have tried to block you out, and they told you that the relationship is over. There's no second chances. And this is all part of the plan because you're actually not jealous of someone. You're not frustrated in a relationship, but they need to make you look like you're obsessed with someone and triggered. So they needed a main male to come forward as the, I wanted to say like the spokesperson here, or like the valedictorian, right? So this person comes forward, what's the hermit? And a gift. Okay, so main male comes forward and says, yes, so this is all about a gift. I gave someone a gift because I've decided to heal my relationship with them, and we're going to be together again. And collective over here, they can't take it. They're obsessed and jealous of me wanting to give someone a gift. And I tried telling collective the relationship is over, but they just won't accept it. They just won't leave me alone, right? Queen of Pentacles. This has to do with the Queen of Pentacles. The Wheel of Fortune. So this could be a Virgo. Doesn't have to be though, but it's coming out with the Hermit. Why is the Queen of Pentacles here? A child. This has to do with Queen of Pentacles and her child. Okay, so this could be a Virgo and her child. Yeah, this is this setup. This is this setup that I've gotten in other readings where they tried to frame you for murder of a child. And they used someone else's child to do it. So the person that's accusing you of doing something to a child, that person wasn't even pregnant. They're using someone else's child, someone else's documents, someone else's life, and pretending that it was this person over here that's like accusing you of doing something to them. It's really sick. And they're saying it's like a crime of passion because you're obsessed with someone over a gift and over a man or something like that. You're possessive and triggered, right? The truth about a death. The truth is that they're using another child's death to their advantage as a pawn and pretending like it's someone else's child. Isn't that crazy? Okay, Judgment. Concern in reverse, and they were not concerned at all. They were not concerned at all with this lie about someone being in bad health, or that you put someone in bad health, you attack them. You attack them and their child or their unborn child, right? Okay. Right, Judgment. The Moon. No, they thought this would stay a secret. Yeah, but these people are just absolutely batshit crazy and delusional. That's the thing, though. I mean, Temperance in reverse, Seven of Cups, and the Moon, that is some heavy, heavy delusional behavior. I mean, that is like serious mental illness. I'm sorry to put it that way, but it is. I mean, Seven of Cups, Moon, Temperance in reverse, that is some serious mental illness. Or that is what they try to say about you. I don't know, maybe they try to accuse you of being mentally ill. I would say the person here, this Queen of Pentacles, that's putting her own deceased child up for auction to this other couple that's trying to frame you for an imaginary baby. That's some heavy fucking delusion right there. I'm sorry, but it is. I mean, that's just crazy. And then this couple over here lying about being a couple, even though there's no fucking couple here. It's just a bunch of karmics pretending like there's a relationship. This is what they're lying about. They're lying about there being a relationship. That's the lie. It's a mature woman in reverse, a main male, a Queen of Pentacles, everybody coming forward and saying, yes, we are in a relationship and I was pregnant and then I was attacked by a jealous demon. That's the lie. The lie is there's no relationship, first of all, okay? And why are you using someone else's child? Why are you pretending someone got a gift? And also, why are you pretending like someone is obsessed and jealous of you and your imaginary relationship that doesn't exist? Judgment is you guys are absolutely batshit delusional crazy. You need a psychological evaluation. Okay, really. Fucking insane, man, these people. So, okay, so now we're going to find out more about this crazy story here. So there's a lot of different storylines that I cover, apparently. So what's going on here? Who's the Emperor in the reverse? This is someone, something about this person not expecting. And why do I feel like they were not expecting a child? Someone here was not expecting a child. Somebody was faking a pregnancy. Not just faking a pregnancy, faking the death of a pregnancy. Someone was not expecting, but they thought it was going to be their pathway to becoming a privileged lady. Community in reverse. Or someone was not expecting you to leave a community. Somebody wasn't expecting you to go somewhere else or travel. Somebody wasn't expecting someone to travel. The Chariot, the Four of Wands, and the World. Someone wasn't expecting you to travel. What's that? Or leave a community. And that was a message of concern. And that was a message of concern for this false person. Why? Because they're wearing a mask. Because they're pretending. Because they're wearing a mask. They're hiding, personifying, pretending. Because they're diluting the truth. Because they're delusional. So they're full on, like full-fledged in the setup of lying about a relationship, trying to frame you for some sort of a child, saying that you're jealous of someone's relationship, and then here you go, and you're planning on traveling. That wasn't part of the plan. They weren't expecting that. It's a message of concern because they've been hiding something the whole time and lying. How dare you leave? So here they come, okay? Page of Swords. Just watching, looking, stalking. There you go, okay? Watching, looking, stalking. So the Page of Swords is them stalking. And they decided to take a chance, take a risk here because they're little stalkers watching your every move. Okay? Oh my God, okay? Now they're watching, looking, stalking because they took a chance, they took a risk. They made a choice here with some sort of a strategy surrounding a fight. What's the Five of Wands? The chaser, because you are a chaser. You are a desperate, lonely chaser stalker that just won't leave someone alone because you're jealous and obsessed in competition with someone. You're a stalker. This is what they said about you in the past. Okay? They called you a crazy, delusional stalker that's mentally ill and attacking them and their unborn fake pregnancy child, okay? And that's what they've been working on this for a long time. For a long time, they've been working on this lie, trying to frame an innocent person for murder of a fake imaginary baby. Isn't that crazy? Two of Swords in reverse. Yeah, and now everybody can see it clearly for what it is here. With these messages, with a message, Page of Wands. And a King of Swords, something that a King of Swords communicated here, and that came out with collective as well. What King of Swords communicated here, this is what was going to get exposed, I guess. This is what they were extremely, extremely worried about here, wearing a mask. If you were to leave the community, or if you were to travel and move forward, or if you were to close out a cycle and have a happy home or travel or something like that, right? So tell me more about this message, King of Swords. Pathway. Okay, what else are we missing here? Five of Pentacles in reverse. They were trying to come out of poverty here. They thought they were going to be coming out of poverty with a King of Pentacles. They thought this King of Pentacles was going to help them, make a lot of money, I guess. And the choice that they made here, a choice. Nine of Cups in reverse. Very unhappy here. The Chariot. Something about a King of Pentacles making a choice. Yeah, they said that because you felt you're jealous, right? You're jealous. You're jealous and angry and hostile because you got rejected. Yeah, or this was their whole motive, right? Their whole motive was something about like, you're jealous because you got rejected and someone doesn't want to be with you anymore. Yeah, and that fell to complete shit, didn't it? Congratulations. How stupid you look now. How stupid these people look now, huh? I bet. I bet. Okay. Who's this King of Pentacles? This is someone that's working on a plan. An official person, family room. So we have a King of Pentacles here that is working with a family. An official person that's working together with a family. So what was the king? Was this person, this official person, was this the one that was supposed to stop you from leaving? Was this the one that was supposed to stop you from traveling, or what? Okay. A Queen of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles. Whatever it is, it's a lot of money on the table. Four of Swords. A Queen of Wands in reverse, a Queen of Swords in reverse. Six of Pentacles. They thought they were going to have victory and success with taking this risk. So let's see what that is. Justice. What is the risk that they took that they thought they would have victory with? Let's see. What is this? The Fool. Oh, it was the plan. Okay, so this is the plan that they had. With an ID card case. This was the plan they had to file a case, or they thought they would have victory and success with a case because of surveillance. Secret surveillance. This is the plan surrounding secret surveillance case. Watching, looking, stalking. This is the plan to get a case for secret surveillance. A narcissist, but you're protected by angels from a narcissist and a transaction. No, a narcissist, no, I feel like a narcissist wanted to protect themselves from a transaction that they made. The secret plan in the case for surveillance. South Pacific. Kidnapping. Betrayal. A kidnapping, betrayal. Birth certificate. A betrayal with a child and a birth certificate. This was the plan from a narcissist to protect themselves from a transaction, and to get some sort of secret surveillance. Wait, you know what this is making me wonder? Did this corrupt official, a corrupt officer, corrupt authority figure, Are they pretending like the hacked messages that they're flipping around are from like a wiretap? Is that even possible? Is that what this is? Secret surveillance. Report. Europe. Alibi. Someone made this report with a child with a birth. Yeah, with the birth. With the child with the birth report. Because they needed an alibi for something they did in Europe. This was the plan to get a case on you because they had to protect themselves from a transaction. M. K. Canada. MK. Organized crime. KI. The law. Because somebody wanted to lie. Post box. Something about the post box. Post office. Lying about an international bank account number to the law. Okay, so they thought they would have victory and success by going towards the law. A narcissist. Lying about a bank account. Making a report because they needed an alibi for what they did in Europe here. And that's why they said something about a birth and a child. Yeah, okay. So what is this with this King of Pentacles here, working together with a family? When it comes to that, okay. F, manipulation. Because they had to manipulate something with an opioid that starts with the letter F. I. Root chakra, offer. Someone was offered money to work together, FI. An official person was manipulated and offered money to work together. Pressing charges, identity, FFF. So maybe this is the institution. Is this the institution? Binding. R, real estate. To bind something to you with real, or to bind something to someone with real estate, or someone felt bound to something with real estate. Cyber stalking and an income garnishment. Who is this King of Pentacles? This is someone who did someone a favor with debt collection. Cyber stalking, income garnishment, debt collection, favor. This is someone who did someone a favor by having your income garnished. This is someone who's doing someone a favor for money to have your income garnished, or your accounts frozen without notice. Beauty industry. Yeah, this could have something to do with a financial institution. Burn or destroy the geolocation of an online business. To burn or destroy the geolocation of an online business, because somebody was doing something online. So there's definitely some sort of corruption on the higher levels in authority that are working together to have your money frozen. And for some reason, they're doing this because of why? Why? How does that help them? Hacking. Because these people are supporting the sabotage. They are supporting this group in sabotaging you and sabotaging your money by having your accounts frozen, because the online business is fraud and hacking. Fake profile, because the fake profile is hacked and it's fraudulent. Water. Oh, crime. Yeah, because this is a sex trafficking crime. So my question again, why are institutions, financial institutions, higher level authority organizations that know that something is hacking, fraudulent, a fake profile, and a sex trafficking crime, why are they helping this group by having your account frozen illegally? Or claiming that they are garnishing your income because of debt that you don't even have? Why are they doing this? I want to know why. Because of A, that's why. Antibiotics, because of A. Because A has connections, apparently, to all of these people. A has connections. A knows a lot of people in town, huh? Pictures. Because A paid for pictures. So here's the dirty official, or the person that knows the dirty officials, A. Because A paid for your pictures, or pay for someone's pictures, and it's a sex trafficking crime. And that's why A is calling up everybody they know in different institutions to have false debt collection placed on your income, on your bank accounts, to have your money frozen. Because like, why? No. Okay, no, never mind. No, what am I getting wrong then? Social media. What do you mean social media? Cyber stalking. Debt collection. Again, cyber stalking, debt collection. What do you mean? A violent crime and a wife. Yeah, these things are connected somehow. It's connected somehow to this person here who's claiming that you committed a violent crime against them, wife. Intellectual property. Jail or prison with forgery. So it's all about trying to get you put in jail or prison, lying, claiming that there was a violent crime against someone's wife at a property. Yeah, right. And it's all to cover up how A paid for sex crime pictures. Fucking weirdo. Okay. What else? Offshore account, and someone is supporting O. O is supporting offshore account. A truck driver and the police are a truck driver and the police have a relationship. What? A truck driver and the police have a relationship, or someone told the police that you have a relationship with a truck driver. And that's why you're running away, because of a third party, Australia. What the fuck? Okay, hold on. Somebody told the police you're running away because of a relationship and a third party. That's the information. that they gave a detective about an employee roofied. So an employee, a detective employee, or a detective or an employee at the police station gave the police or a detective or an employee information that you were running away because of a third party and a truck driver. What? Lawyer, that's what they told the lawyer? Or a truck driver's lawyer told the detective and the police that you're running away? What? Text messages, catfish profile. So, okay, so someone, I don't know who it is. I don't know if it's an employee. I don't know if it's a truck driver. Someone used catfish text messages and came forward as someone giving a lawyer or the police or detective some information about you running away, okay? Protective order, coerced, case files. Because someone needed the case files of a protective order. Because someone needed the case files of a protective order. And said that someone is depressed. D, V, DV, DV, pictures, hacking pictures, or no, because someone was depressed that the pictures that they bought or the recordings that they bought online were hacked. So someone found out that all of the information was hacked, or whatever they bought was hacked, DV. Then they got depressed because they felt like they had been coerced with text messages from a catfish profile. Okay. Cyber stalk, yeah, and they didn't want to get caught up with the fact that they had been cyber stalking social media, and they didn't know that all of that was sex trafficking and hacked, and they ended up buying it, apparently. Insurance recording, West Coast. Recording, insurance. Will, T. Will T, child support. A dirty official made a choice with a forged signature. Life insurance and camera. Something about insurance. Life insurance, insurance because of camera. Because of something on a camera, because of a recording, because of pictures. Because they needed the case files. How can these people use some sort of debt collection to take over the case files? Or no, maybe they looked into the case files. Confirmation. Is that how they were able to look into the case files? Because, like, look, because local, someone that's local. So let's say there's a case running in, I don't know. Let's speak of Oregon, right? Because I kind of know Oregon a little bit, right? Or let's say California, because I feel like people know those cities more. So let's say there's a case up in San Francisco, but whoever this detective is sitting in San Diego. Did they get access to the case files from San Francisco through some sort of a garnishment on your account? through some sort of debt collection. So because their agency down in San Diego, their company in San Diego had some sort of debt that they could collect from your bank account, were they able then to look into the case files in San Francisco because of this garnishment? Is that how they found out the information? L. Child. That's how they found out about a child. L. That's how they found out about a child. L. What? Backfire. That's how they found out about a child. L. Backfire. Because they used a debt collection or an income garnishment with insurance to look into your case file? Or did they look into your insurance case file? Or did they look into your medical history? Did they look into your insurance files? Or why is L child here? Backfire. Because of a crime. A trust fund. Warning, PayPal. E. That's when they gave someone the warning about PayPal. I feel murder karma. I feel like there's a third party that got access to some sort of case files that they shouldn't have gotten access to because of a separate issue that they use to then like get access. But I'm not a detective. I don't work for the police force, so I don't know how that would be able to happen, because then everything would have to be online, right? So that's interesting. I don't know quite how they did that. But I feel like that's what happened. I don't know why, but I feel like that's what happened. That they used the debt or the income garnishment or something with insurance or debt collection to gain access to some sort of case files. Tell me more about that. K. K. Pictures D. Organized crime. K. Pictures D. What does that mean? KL is part of organized crime? Protective order, cyber stalking, T. DTK, DTKL, organized crime, pictures, cyber stalking, text messages, O, transfer, DTKO, doctor, a prosecutor or a district attorney and an airplane, or it's A. Inheritance and cold case. A cold case. How did they get access to this? A deal, divorce, financial crime. They got access to this due to some sort of a financial crime, or by claiming there was a financial crime, divorce deal. M-H, wire, gossip and slander, and sexting. M-H, investor, innocent, in M-H, maybe it's a place. Investor, innocent, inheritance, M-H, confirmation, changing hands. They did it through debt collection and claiming that there was fraud. So they claimed that you were committing fraud, and they did this with debt collection, and that's how they were able to access some sort of case files. Okay. Okay, anything else about that? A, it was A that did it. It was A that did it. So A must have filed something in the system claiming that there was fraud, that you were committing fraud. And they did this with a debt collection or with an income garnishment or some sort of an insurance policy. And that's when they were able to gain access to the case files, is what I'm assuming here. Okay. Choice, will. They did this with their free will. This was their choice. It was a choice. It was a free will decision. Nobody held a gun to this person's head. Nobody forced them to do this. This was their choice. This was their will. They did this with a free will, with a choice. Lawyer. West Coast. Something about a kidnapping, a birth certificate, a report, E. And made a report about a kidnapping, V. EVA. Someone did something with their own free will. It was their choice. IP address, corrupt, third eye. Yeah, this was their own free will. This was their choice to be corrupt. Okay, to be corrupt in the system. To do illegal things in the system, to be corrupt. That was their choice. They did this. This was a choice. Third eye, because of an IP address. Because of an IP address. Yeah, because they bought something and they didn't want it being traced back to them. I can't make it up. Look, digital footprint comes out. Yeah, they didn't want that coming out. Traveling. Traveling, sexting, crown chakra, wire, and financial crime. A wire? Again, secret surveillance. So did they also have, maybe somebody's wiretapping your phone, listening to all your conversations? Listening to all your conversations. Wiretapping your phone? Could be a dirty, corrupt official, okay? Crown chakra. They're claiming that you committed a financial crime, and that is how they're getting this shit through, which is just stalking. It's illegal surveillance and stalking, okay? That's what it is. Cold case and sexting, and no words for that one, okay? Really. What else? A death certificate. Power of attorney. P. Opioids. I. PI. IP. They're using their powers. Receipts, J, meeting, but there's receipts about a meeting. R, or somebody came forward to a meeting with an attorney claiming they have receipts of what? A thief. D. So RD, who's trying to intimidate you, came to a meeting as a thief. K, male, C, and said something about male, possessed by a demon, possessing someone's mail or something in someone's possession here, male, CK. Break in, STD, contract. What did this thief come forward to a meeting with here? Receipts. P. Went to P with receipts. Jail or prison. Said something about a hotel, said something about a money or a paper trail to a hotel, pressing charges. They went to a meeting with a lawyer about pressing charges and wanted to press charges because of a money or a paper trail to a hotel. D and P. Chronic illness. Hired by someone that's Middle Eastern was hired. Someone that was Middle Eastern was hired to cover up the trafficking. Okay. Social Security. Covering up and decided to trap someone with debt. Or they thought they could cover something up by trapping someone with debt. Or they thought they could cover up what they did with someone's Social Security by trapping someone in debt because there was a money or paper trail to a hotel and a Middle Eastern person was hired here along with D and P to lie about an STD. Okay. And they thought you would go to jail or prison here, thief. And they gave, yeah, an affidavit, disguise. With an affidavit in disguise? Someone who was disguised made an affidavit? Yes. 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 When it comes to paying taxes. What? Paying taxes. Yes. Yes, paying taxes. Someone wearing a disguise filled out an affidavit about paying taxes? Who? Who was wearing the disguise? Yes, that's the truth. The truth about the divorce. Truth about the divorce. Yes. Why? Why for yes? UK? Yes. Truth about the divorce. Someone in a disguise filled out an affidavit about paying taxes. Debt collection fraud. What the fuck? Debt collection, fraud, and forgery. Fraud, forgery, debt collection, paying taxes, and someone wearing a disguise during an affidavit. What the fuck? Someone in the cartel here lying about a gift or a present. This was their opportunity. Opportunity about what was in their possession. An opportunity with what was in their possession was someone wearing a disguise, writing an affidavit about paying taxes. And this forgery is how they were able to open a case about fraud, which then gave them access to the case files. What the fuck? Who's wearing a disguise? Money laundering. Online business premeditated with an offer international. This was premeditated for an online business to make something look like it was money laundering or to cover up the money laundering. Prescription. Money. Device. Money and device. Money and device. Wearing a disguise with an affidavit. What the fuck? About paying taxes. How did that happen? How did they do that? And this is what the corrupt officials then used to open a case against fraud? To get access to the case files. What is going on with this affidavit here? A Queen of Pentacles in reverse. It's a Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Planned this because of the money that she paid. Oh, Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Planned this because of the money that she paid you. With a Queen of Wands and a Queen of Cups in reverse. Okay, so a bunch of feminine energies here in the reverse. Planned this. This letter, this is a communication. This is the affidavit. Someone wearing a disguise. The Devil. Yeah, it's a legally binding document. That's what it is. It's a legally binding document that the King of Cups brought to the authorities. Confirmation. A legally binding document that they brought to the authorities. That's an affidavit. Something about paying taxes. Something about court, maybe? An affidavit that was brought to court. S. By S. It was manipulated. S manipulated an affidavit or a legally binding document that was given to the court system. It can be traced back to child support. It can be traced back to child support. A legally binding document, an affidavit, or a sworn testimony about your finances. You could have submitted an affidavit to the court system, but I feel like it was in a whole different city. traced back to child support in a whole different city. They changed the hands. They managed to get the case files of a whole different city court system. These are the case files of a court system. Child support case or custody case. That's what it is. And they used it to create the narrative about you being a prostitute committing a cybercrime. Wait a minute. You fill out an affidavit, a sworn affidavit, to a court in a whole different city because of child support or because of a court case regarding a child in a whole unrelated different city. Someone in a corrupt court system in a different city gets access to this court case, to these court files, and steals your affidavit. Wiretap scam. Wiretap scam. What? Solar plexus stalker, SSSS. Scam, S, stalker, solar. S, manipulated something. S, manipulated something national. Eviction. Secret, SS, secret surveillance. Secret surveillance, wiretap. What the fuck is this? Trace back, foul play, a bribe. Something that was communicated to the courts, close, tax evasion. Paying taxes, tax evasion. Karma for a negotiation. What is this? What is this that what can be traced back to child support? Cyber stalking. No, it's SC, SCL. SC, SC, SCL. SCL. Forged signature. SCL, a forged signature. On something to do with a child. Forged signature on something to do with a child. It was a third party will. It was a third party that forged a signature on some sort of documents regarding a child support. It can be traced back to SC, SCL. Was this the person that got access to case files in a whole different city? A comes out. Can't make it out. A got access to court files from a different city. P. Caribbean. Affidavit and taxes. You might have filled out an affidavit for a court in a whole different fucking city. And why is this coming out with taxes? This person I feel like they got access to some sort of a court case regarding a child. that they had no fucking business getting their hands on. Sacral energy J, birth certificate, prescription. Certificates and prescriptions. Deposit. Hush money. T. A witness. Investigation. Drug test. A witness. Investigation. You. Pulled in for questioning. An investigation into a witness who was pulled in for questioning. D. B. S. DB. I don't know if this is a person. This could also be a place. Either it's a person or a place. Sabotage. Russia. A wife and L. Someone's wife, someone's Russian wife. Yo, what the hell? I feel like there's a corrupt court official that like looked into your life and got access to court case files that they should not have had any access to, which is just weird. Oh, is that how he found out? Is that how the court official found out that he had been psyoped by this group? Is that how the King of Cups, the dirty official, found out that he had been psyoped by the group? It was when he looked into the case files. National P stalker. Third party. Hush money. PT hush money. TP PTA. Mole or informant in the system. Selling intellectual property. What else do we need to know about this? Falsified and fabricated. They sold their soul and falsified and fabricated something. What? Because of the bank account. Because they had an agreement with G. So if G is your ex, and you took G to court in a different city regarding some sort of child support, custody case, whatever, and then and then G starts working together I mean, it doesn't even just have to be one city. It could be multiple cities. But like if someone in the court system, it doesn't even have to be a judge. I'm not sure. Someone, that was loud. Someone who works for the city, for the state, for whatever, for whoever, for some sort of an institution. They might have used some level of leverage of power in the system they had to get access to case files in the court system. That's when they found out the truth about this person that had approached them in the past with the agreement. Then they realized that they had been working together the whole time with someone that was lying to them. They got angry because of the bank account. Okay? That something about driving by with bacteria or virus or mold. Or they got angry because they had taken money from someone. They had taken money onto their bank account because they had an agreement with someone. STD. And they thought you hadn't, or they tried to transmit you a disease, or someone told them that someone transmitted someone a disease. Someone thought that there was a disease that was transmitted here, some sort of bacteria, virus, or mold. Or they tried to have you transmitted with a disease, or someone tried to give you a disease. GW. They found something out about GW or GM or MG. Through Social Security. Malicious intent. Asia. Bad news. They found out some sort of bad news that something was stolen. About a ring or jewelry malpractice. Okay. And then what? And then what? What is this legally binding document here? Something about a court, a King of Cups, the Hierophant, L. Close, oops, tax evasion, foul play. Betrayal. The plan with V and an employee. This was the plan of an employee, VL. That's the truth. Yes, that's the truth. How an employee had a plan to cover up the sexting with some sort of tax evasion. The money and the device. The money and the device. This person had to figure out how to cover up the money and the device tied to an online business. This is foul play with something international. It's intern, information, international. I feel like it's intern. They did it with intern, like inside information. Like inside information. That's how they did it, with insider information. It can be traced back to child support. It can be traced back to child support. Something can be traced back to child support. Or traced back to a different city. I feel like it is. Deposit. Internet. Antibiotics. D-surveillance. D. Trace back to D. Surveillance. Okay, what else? Is there anything else that we don't know yet? Anything else that we don't know yet? Frozen money or assets. An attack on your money. This has something to do with attacking someone and their money. Frozen assets. D. Surveillance. A judge. S-A. A-S. A judge. got some sort of insider information by tracing something back to D, which I feel like is a place. Video, counterfeit. Oh, landlord Wi-Fi. This has something to do with someone's landlord. Maybe someone's landlord, their name starts with the letter B or their last name. B. Landlord. This has to do with Wi-Fi and income garnishment. This has to do with them monitoring you, wiretapping you, hacking you, illegally surveilling you, your Wi-Fi, your phone calls, your internet, everything. So surveilling what you do online, your internet connections, everything. It's this judge. It's a judge that has been, putting out like search warrants on your internet, your Wi-Fi, your telecommunication, having your income garnished, putting reports into fraud. I mean, what the fuck is this? This person is getting the intel through case files somehow. Buying. N. Nudes. And it's all because this corrupt motherfucker was buying nudes. And he doesn't want to get caught. N. International bank account number. He doesn't want his shit traced back to buying the nudes. N. N has come out twice now, and G. G and N. Bacteria, virus, or mold selling. Caribbean. A cleaning service, committing perjury. This is about a cleaning service committing perjury, allegedly. Not really though, not in your case. Maybe lying to whoever the fuck this judge is, okay? And lying about a baby, committing perjury about a baby. So this is the judge that's overseeing this corrupt case. Is that what it is? This is the one that wants to oversee this corrupt case with a baby? Get you locked up for a baby. What the flying fuck is this? Case worker. A bribe. Money. This is a caseworker. This is a caseworker who took a money bribe. Is a caseworker who took a money bribe to try and bind something to someone here with a car. Help. He's helping G. He's helping G. That's what it is. Okay? It's a caseworker who's helping G. Lying to the law. Lying to the law. This is a liar, or this is someone that works in law that is lying because this person is helping G. I. Yes. Yes. Yes, you are. Game over with your screenshots. Game over with your screenshots of some sort of cocaine. Yeah, game over with your screenshots here. Helping someone else. Because you don't want to get caught because you've been buying nudes. Weirdo. UK. A ring or jewelry. Asia, driving by. A, because of A and hacking. That's how this person is getting case files. Or this person is getting into case files and figuring out everything that's going on with the law and what the law is investigating. And this is the mole or the informant that then is telling all of the enemies and the criminals, what the investigators and the detectives are finding out. Ugh, look at that. It's someone's neighbor. Someone's neighbor A could work for the court system, could work for the judge or the judicial branch, and they have access to all the case files. Something about vacation. Homeland Security and Sol. No way. And this neighbor who works for the judicial branch or who's a caseworker in some sort of a fucking government agency job, they tried to then get the Homeland Security involved when you wanted to go on vacation and try to stop you from leaving, or what? Don't tell me it's a corrupt judge that tried to get a warrant out for your arrest to stop you from leaving the country, or what's that? MW? The question about a cartel and local. Yeah, it's a local cartel. That's the question. Yeah. The local person that's working for the cartel is this guy here, okay? And I feel like they work in the court system, or they're a caseworker or something like that. They work for the city or for the county or something like that. And they did something in the system which gave them access to case files. Okay? Something in the system that gave them access to some sort of case files from a judge or from the court system, okay? Something even about your affidavits. And then they stole, what? They stole your affidavits, and then they, what? Tried to claim that you are not paying taxes, or what the flying fuck? Then they try to get you in trouble with the IRS. All of a sudden you have the IRS, you have customs, everybody's freezing your bank account here. Allegedly fraud, and all of this because of your corrupt neighbor or something like that, working together with G, wherever the fuck that is. Closing words here. Antibiotics. Information about A. Selling, surveillance, L, V, X. Yeah, it's about how is your ex getting all this information? LV, how is LV getting this information? How are L and V getting this information? How is your ex getting this information? How do they know about all of the, how do they know that they're under surveillance? How do they know about these court cases? Who's the person that works in the system? Who's the person that knows people that work in the system? That's the mole. Phone call. That's the answer. That's your answer right there about a phone call. It's a narcissist that's calling people on the phone here to protect them. To tell them what they need to know so they can protect themselves. ID card witchcraft. Wow. Identity witchcraft. Chronic illness. E. Yeah, it's a RICO case. It is. And I'm pretty sure there's people that work for the state, for the city, or maybe even for the government involved in this. Yeah, it's a RICO case. It definitely is. With the phone. What's the phone? Illegally wiretapping someone's phone, listening to someone's conversations every single day. And YS here, YS planned your accidental death. because this person works in the system, I'm pretty sure at this point. And what? They don't want to lose their job? They don't want to go down for paying for sex trafficking content or what? Helping these people with a lawsuit with a crime of passion. Intimidation. Geolocation. Copycat health insurance. So, yeah, this is the way, this is how they changed hands here. This is how they changing hands, how something changed hands to make themselves look innocent so that they can protect themselves. This is organized crime, okay? Yeah, I'm going to leave it at that, guys. This is a long one, okay? Hope it helps. Thanks for watching, guys. Until next time, bye.